seem to freeze mine at night, at night.
So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. It's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Let's have some fun, this beat is sick. I wanna take a ride on your disco stick. Let's have some fun, this beat is sick. I wanna take a ride on your disco stick. Let's play a love game, play a love game. Do you want love or you want fame? Are you in the game? Know the love game.
I get knocked out, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked out, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked out, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked out, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
Let's have some fun, this beat is sick. I wanna take a ride on your disco stick. Don't think too much, just bust that kick. I wanna take a ride on your disco
I
stick.
get knocked out, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked out, but I get up again.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick.
I wanna get numb and forget where I'm from. Cause looking in your eyes, like looking at the sun. I feel like you're the moon, I feel like I'm the one. I wanna get numb, I wanna get numb.
I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim. Far away.
I don't wanna know if you're playing me, keeping on the low. Cause my heart can't take it anymore. And if you're creeping, please don't let it show. Oh baby, I don't wanna know.
You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am
I need something you prove, something stronger than I'm used to. Yeah, I've been pulling 92 hard and feel like nothing's gonna cut it. That's the hard truth. When I told her, I said, yeah, yeah. Should've got time, said come again. Hey, yeah, yeah. I got so caught up, I got you told me. Yeah, yeah. Could be my girl, that's the wrong. Hey, yeah, yeah. Next thing I do. Yeah, I need something you prove. Oh, I need something you prove. Next thing I do. Yeah, I need something you prove. Oh, I need something you prove. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Ella le gusta la gasolina.
see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, it's like worth living, should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a birth to snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull a trigger, kill a nigga, he's a hero. Get it back to the kids, to the Hellcats. One less up your mouth on the welfare.
I got what you need. Welcome to the story, and what you want. You get what you please. We about to get it on. Take off the drawers. It's just you and me. You know what I be doing. I'm about to go wrong. Cause I like what I see.
California knows how to party. California knows how to party. In the city of LA. In the city of gold lights. In the city.
I feel bonita.
Push me and then just touch me till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me and then just touch me till I can get my satisfaction.
But baby, you hardly even know when I try to show you. The song is meant to keep you doing what you're supposed to. Waking up too early, maybe we could sleep. Make you banana pancakes, pretend like it's the weekend now.
That girl is a real crowd, please. Small world, all her friends know of me. Young bull living like an old keys. Quick release the cash, watch it fall slowly.
Waking up too early, maybe we could sleep. Make you banana pancakes, pretend like it's the weekend now.
Smoke in the air, binge drink.
Look.
Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish, and motherfuckers act like they forgot about Dre. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish, and motherfuckers act like they forgot about Dre. So what do you say to somebody you hate, or anyone trying to bring trouble your way? One of his all things gonna bloody your way. Just study your tape of NWA. One day I was walking by with a Walkman on when I caught a guy, give me an awkward eye. Strangled him off in the parking lot with his cork and eye.
You stay on my mind, think about you all the time. Got to get to know you well. If you kiss, then I will tell. You stay on my mind, think about you all the time. Got to get to know you well. If you kiss, then I will tell.
I took the walk to Poland. I took the walk to Poland.
College educated, she graduated. Any bill she can't front, her parents paid it. The show was far, you the only one with a car out your girlfriends. But being that she's a big fan, of course she made it. Most girls wanna hide the fact of the thrill they chasing, but you just wanna get drunk tonight and fuck someone famous. So I just name a time and a place, and you're game for it. Value player, hotel room, meet you there.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. So darling, darling,
baby girl, you know what I want. Let me do it to you, let me do you like baby girl, you know what I want. Let me do it to you, let me do you like
so darling. Stand by me, oh stand
God have mercy on your soul.
Do you still want me? Can I be honest? I still want your hands up on. Baby, if you want me, you've got to show me love. Words are so easy to say. You've got to show me love. Can I be honest? I still want your hands up on my body. You still make my heart beat fast. Ferrari with me in the wave, but in the morning I need you to hold on. Maybe please not so far away. Although I should be the one to say we all make mistakes. Take me anywhere. Tell me that's what you say. 'Cause I know it's
I can buy myself flowers, write my name in sand, talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand.
When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back. Oh,
I can take myself dancing, and I can hold my head. Yeah, I can love me better than you can.
Y'all already know who I am. My name's Topher.
Cause I'm a monster.
I know you're tired of loving with nobody to love. Nobody. Just grab somebody, don't live in this party with nobody to love. Nobody.
And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, where the landslide brought me down. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes older, children get older, and I'm getting older too.
and somebody said to me, nigga, why you babysitting? Only 2 or 3 shots. I'ma show you how to turn it up a notch. First you get a swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. Pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. I wave a few bottles, then I watch them all fly. All the girls wanna play, man, watch. I got a swimming pool full of liquor and they dive in it. Pool full of liquor, I'ma dive in it.
Love her mom, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. And it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. And we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time.
$879. Let's say $879.
Here's the break.
Let's get the $395.
Hold it, hold it, Deck, hold it.
Hold it. We're doing our thing all the way back on down. Let's take our money as we again take this profit. Here we got 4 contracts left. And again, we made $991 at this time, baby. Everything we did there was absolutely perfect. Does anyone have any questions on that? Is anyone confused on anything we did on that? Now I'm starting to put together a little bit of a game plan, and I'm starting to understand what I really want out of this stuff. $2,000 in profit for myself. We have the nice red candle. We're looking for the momentum to be able to take it on down with $399.74, baby. Here we go, baby. Oh! Well, now we're up $365. Let's just again take a little bit of gains right here. Boom, baby. Nice job right there on that trade. Up currently right now $760. Notice we had this little lower shadow. Now we're starting to bounce our way back on up. The first order getting filled. Currently filled right here. Deck, why was this falling at this area? Like, what did we see here? So let me actually break this on down and let's understand what was happening on this play. So what I was looking for.
I've got another confession to make. I'm your fool. Everyone's got their chains to break, holding you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the final day. We are here, we are ready to rock and roll, and we are coming on down to the last little bit. Traders, it has just been so much fun. It has been so fantastic. And traders, today is the last day before of our long Thanksgiving break. Yes, as you guys know, Thanksgiving break is here. We do have Thursday off. We have a half day on Friday, but I'm just giving everyone the heads up. There's not really any trading on Friday. Then we do have Saturday and we do have Sunday. So I'm probably not going to be seeing you guys for the next 4 days all the way until Monday morning. This is the last morning we have to be able to make some love happen, make some action happen, and we will see what we get. But obviously, traders, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. Thanksgiving is all about being thankful, and I really just want to take a second to say, hey, I appreciate you guys and everything that you guys do, showing the support, the likes, the love. I hope I am fulfilling what you guys are looking for in a mentor, in a live stream, in alerts, in education, in entertainment, and bringing again the house to you every single day. Traders, it has been a blast. It has been a ball, and we have one morning left here. So I say again, we do everything we can. I say again, let's get after it. And I say again, let's dive in on these plays. Going for one trade today, most likely. We'll see where this momentum's going to take us. We got a few big announcements, so let's dive right into it all. Talk about what we have going on and making sure that you guys are all set, ready for this day. So, team, happy Wednesday, happy Thanksgiving, and let's get ready to work. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to cut this off. Yeah, Claire, mute it. Thank you. Good. So, team, let's talk about where we're at. Let's talk about what we're seeing. Let's talk about what we're having in this market at this time and making sure every single trader understands absolutely everything. Now, I know when you guys woke up this morning, for anyone that did jump in on NVDA last night, most likely anyone who jumped in last night is probably running over towards NVDA to see how it has done. Let's talk about NVDA a little bit today here. Let's talk about what we're seeing over on NVDA and what could be happening next over on NVDA. So last night, NVDA came out with its earnings report. Now, NVDA beat on its earnings report. It says NVDA's revenue triples as AI chip boom continues. NVDA results surpassed analyst projections for revenue and income in the official fourth quarter. Demand for NVDA's graphic processing units have been exceeding supply thanks to the rise of artificial intelligence, and NVDA also announced a brand new GPU during the quarter. So traders, what did we have here? Well, we had analyst expectations get blown out of the water. The revenues were triple of what we expected. NVDA beat its earnings, and this is the number one top gainer in the stock market. But where the heck's the action? Where the heck's the volume? Where the heck's the momentum? Where the heck is the activity? We're that, so NVDA, last night, we had our earnings. We did everything we needed. We beat expectations. We tripled up on revenue. And this play went on a big spike, went on a massive dump, went on a big time climb, faded on off, spiked back up this morning, and we are at the same exact area that we started. Kind of nuts to think about. Last night, we were at $500, saying, let's get ready to go, let's get ready to rip, let's get ready to run. It went on a spike to 509, crashed on down to 460, fell on down to 489. This morning, up to 507, back on down to 498, and we are exactly where we started. So, NVDA, when we go ahead and we take a look at this play, anyone that's in on shares, anyone who jumped in on shares last night, you did not lose any money whatsoever. You actually made $1.27 worth of profit because NVDA is having a slight gap up. But for those option traders, we need to understand that most likely Delta, most likely time decay is going to be taking away that profit that we want to see over on NVDA. So let's talk about what we have on some other plays. We'll get back to NVDA in just a second. Let's go over this entire market first off. So what we have at this moment, it says stock futures rose slightly. We can actually see that the market is up once again. The market is continuously climbing, and that is also bringing NVDA up as well, which is also climbing here. So we have stock futures rose slightly on Wednesday as yields fell to their lowest level in 2 months. Futures tied to the S&P 500 futures climbed 0.2%, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 28 points or 0.1%. The the yield on the 10-year treasury declined by more than 4 basis points to 4.367%, the lowest level since September 20th. Yields fell across the board with the 30-year treasury falling 5 basis points to 4.529%, its lowest point since September of 22. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ Composite on Tuesday ended a 5-day winning streak as the blistering November rally took a pause. The Dow also closed lower. These moves came after the Federal Reserve signaled that in its latest meeting that we will not be raising rates anytime soon. Chip maker NVDA reported last quarterly results on Tuesday after the bell. The company posted its earning revenue that beat expectations, but warned that export restrictions to China could weigh on its upcoming quarter. The lackluster response to the quarterly beat suggests some investors may be thinking that it is starting to become overvalued after now being up 200% on the year. So, key points about today, or key points of what we saw. Yesterday, the rally started stalling, but that doesn't really matter because the S&P 500 is higher on up once again today. The down day came as the Federal Reserve released minutes on Tuesday on their most recent meeting. We did have earnings over on American Eagle, Lowe's, Amazon. So we are just keeping our eyes peeled on all of these plays. We also have Sam Altman got rehired back at OpenAI after crazy demand for him to come back. People threatening to leave, and Sam Altman is back as the CEO as OpenAI. There was also a lot of controversy over in the cryptocurrency market. Binance CEO and founder Jaeping Zhu stepped down from his role on Tuesday after pleading guilty to the federal criminal charges of violating and causing a financial institution to the bank secretary of Zoa cryptocurrency exchange. So, what we have at this moment, team, we do have a cryptocurrency, basically big lawsuit that happened. The CEO of Binance had to step down. We are seeing Sam Altman is rehired as the OpenAI CEO. And we did see the rally stall in the stock market yesterday, but I want you guys to realize that the S&P 500 is back up this morning. Now, let's kind of talk about, the elephant in the room here. Right? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about what we're currently seeing over on NVDA. Okay? So NVDA, obviously a very crazy, a very wild play. I want to just give you guys my straight thoughts of what happened over on NVDA here. Okay? These are my straight, honest opinions on what happened over on NVDA. So I said, NVDA, let's talk about it. Let's break this on down. And it was last night, I invested $700 into NVDA. This was one contract. Okay? This was not my life savings. This was not a $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. I repeatedly stated, NVDA, this is a gamble. Do not invest anything that you are willing to lose. Be willing to understand that NVDA, you could lose all this money. So that's why I did one contract. Now, you and I, again, we both know that this one contract was a gamble. So why did I do it? Why did I do a one contract gamble last night? Well, while I cannot predict the future, the reward outweighs the risk to me. If NVDA had one of its crazy moves, and if you're saying, Dek, why would it have a crazy move? Well, NVDA is the #1 top gainer of 2023. NVDA is up 250%. NVDA's previous earnings went on a $100 spike. NVDA is a play that every single trader has been watching and looking at and has been spiking straight on up for the last month straight. So if NVDA had one of its crazy moves last night, I would have been able to turn $700 into $3,000. If NVDA falls or stalls out, I end up losing $700. To me, a $700 gamble is worth it when the reward could be 3 to 4 times most. And this is not just some random meme coin. It's not just some random meme stock. This is NVDA. So we basically backtrack here for a second. It's Dek put in $700, a very small amount of money. He did one contract on NVDA to potentially triple up his account. And worst case scenario is he loses $700 and that's it. Yeah, that's it. So I'm not putting my life savings over onto this play. As of now, NVDA has gapped up $3 as our research was correct as they beat their earnings, but the lack of volume, time decay, and delta are playing major factors as why this is not going to be a green trade. Now, this is something that I had a few people say to me over on Twitter, over on StockTwits. I would get this every now and then. I had people say, Dek, why would you swing NVDA at highs? It's at $500. Hey, I'm not going to argue with that. Swinging NVDA at highs at $500, you have every single right to say that. Every single right to be able to say that. But funny enough, those are the same folks that say, Dek, why would you do puts on the SPY and go against momentum as we're sitting all the way up at highs on the S&P 500 after almost a $50 spike now? So the thing is, traders, when you go ahead and you post, let's say your trade on chat, or if you post your trade on StockTwits or Twitter or Instagram or Reddit, there will always be someone or something that says, why did you do this and not do that? Why did you not do this and do that? So as you guys know, the S&P 500, what was my reasoning on doing puts over on the S&P 500? My reasoning for doing puts over on the S&P 500 earlier this week was what? Was, hey, S&P 500 is now up over 8%. The quickest rally in the history of the stock market. We are now up over $46. We have not had a red day. We are still consistently climbing. And you know what? Earlier this week, I did a put contract. People would say, Dek, why in the world would you do a put contract? You are going against momentum. And I would say, well, we're up $45. We're up 8%. I think we're going to see a red day pretty soon. People say, no, that's blasphemy. No, that would never happen. Then again, NVDA. I say, all right, hey, NVDA, #1 top gainer of the play. NVDA, #1 stock in the stock market. NVDA, let's get ready to see if this thing pops. Dek, why in the world would you ever do that? Buying at the top. Why in the world would you ever do that? So, traders, I want you guys to realize something. No matter what you do, you have to do it based off your confidence level. You have to do it based off your, based off what you think is best. And when I see NVDA, a very hot play, I'm not looking for a long-term investment at, again, the price of 500. I'm looking for an earnings report, a big gap up, and be able to, again, nail that thing. That's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for an earnings report, a big gap up, and be able to get out of that play and be able to make some nice profit. But as you guys know right here, NVDA unfortunately did not get that gap up. NVDA did not get that move, and NVDA did not get that climb. So unfortunately, it does look like I am going to have to take a loss over on that $700 profit. Again, not the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, never want to take losses, never want to see anyone take losses. But I do want to explain, of course, what I was thinking on that trade, why I took that trade. And obviously, I want to be open. I want to be honest. I want to be transparent with you guys. I always show everything. I always do everything live. So that is always, again, so important to me. And want to make sure that we are all good and keeping our eyes peeled over on this play. Now, the big question is, what is going to happen onto this day? What are we going to be doing on this day? Because it does come on down to this is the last day before Thanksgiving. And traders, if you guys are not from the United States, I'm going to say Thanksgiving is probably in the top 3 holidays that people celebrate. I'm not going to say people have parties or like people have like tailgates, for Thanksgiving. It's just, it's one of those holidays in the United States that everyone gathers up with their family. Everyone takes off work, business is shut down, everything closes, everyone takes time to watch football, have family dinner, and be able to surround themselves with others. So the thing is, if you are not from the United States, you guys will realize today, if you don't trade within probably the first 45 minutes of this day, it's going to get very, very slow, very, very quick. Now, the reason why it's going to get very slow and very, very quick just comes on down to the pure fact that a lot of people are going to try to make a quick money trade. And then guess what they're going to say to themselves? All right, guys, hey, just made again $200, just made $2,000. I got to again go bring my kids to my mother-in-law's. And then that person heads out. And then maybe someone else again makes $200. Maybe they lose $200 and they say, all right, guys, I'll see you guys back here on Monday. Everyone has a good Thanksgiving. I'm going to go help my wife, start smashing up some potatoes. And then he heads on out. And then maybe I say, all right, guys, I'm going to, jump off the mic right here. Not seeing anything that I really like. Don't want to force anything. I'll see you guys back here over on Money Monday. And then I head out, which leads to more people. And now let's, up this experiment, up this by, again, millions of people. Millions of people in the market are going to head out probably after the morning market session. So the thing is, you are going to see volume dramatically fade throughout today. So how can we see this and how can we realize that this is already happening? Well, what we have at this time, traders, is take a look at the gap up board today. Who can realize what is going on with the gap up board at this time? So what we have at this moment, we can see that we do have ESGL, we have HSCS, ASST, SNMP, SPRC, GDC, PXMD. Why is every single play a low float stock here, traders? Why is every single play blue? Why is every single play underneath 5 million in float essentially? Because guess what? These are all going to be pump and dumps today. These are all going to be manipulated today. These are all basically right now, Discord's realizing there's no news out today. No company is going to put out a big press release before we have one of the biggest holidays that we know that there's not going to be a lot of volume. Let's think about this. If you are a CEO of a company and you want as many investors possible investing into your company, and you have a very big press release that you want to put out to the public saying that you have let's say a partnership with Apple, would you put out this partnership with Apple the day before a holiday when a lot of people are going to wrap up their day very early today? No. You're going to save that press release for maybe next Tuesday. You're going to save that press release for a random full week that every trader is here, involved, ready to rock and roll. You're going to save that press release for when the Santa rally is going to be here. That's when you guys are going to save that press release, right? So that's what's happening today. What's happening today is traders are saying to themselves, hey, you know what? I don't want to put out any sort of hot press release. We are going to just try to pump up plays. And all these plays that are gapping up right here, all are low floats, which means they're very easy to move around. Now, I do want to give you guys a little heads up as well. Here's that chart. Remember this chart that I showed you guys at the end of October and said that in the beginning of November, we're going to see a very nice spike? So, this is basically what we saw here. Remember, the end of October, we went crazy, and then we basically went nuts all of November. All of November has just been massive green. This has been returns from the last 77 years. The last 77 years always shows that September is in the red, October, November, and December are always in the green. So this chart has been accurate so far, where we can go over, take a look over on the S&P 500, and we could say to ourselves, okay, September was a very red month. Then as we head into, let me bring this on back right here. Then as we head into the end of October, we start getting green. November, very green. December, very green. We take a look right here. We go into the end of October. We start going green. November, extremely green. And now we're about to head into December in the next week. Is that going to continue us go even more green? Could it be possible that we are going to run all the way back on up towards 480? We have one massive green week, another massive green week, another massive green week. We can also kind of take a little bit of, basically say, all right, Dek hasn't been too crazy recently by taking a look over on the weekly chart. When you guys take a look over on the weekly chart, over on these plays, does this look a little bit crazy? Let's look at this massive spike here. This massive spike that we've seen, taking a look at the weekly chart, what can you guys realize? We have one green week, very big, two red weeks. Here's two green weeks, one red week. Here's three small green weeks, one red week. Here's one green week, one red week. Here's two green weeks, three red weeks. You could see it's up, down, bigger up, smaller down, small down, bigger up. You could see how we move on up right here. For anyone that says, Dek, I don't like how you did put contracts earlier in the week. keeping them nice and tight as I've been doing everything. Does this look normal? Does this look like anything we've seen over here? Okay, this is what we have to realize, that this is not normal. Okay, we usually see this. This is not something that comes on up very often. So when we take a look over on the S&P 500 here, we're basically asking ourselves, how high can this go and where is the next resistance line? And when I say how high can this go and what is the next resistance line, it looks like at this point, the next resistance line is all the way up near around 458 to 460, right? That's where the next resistance line is. And as you guys know, things have been nuts here. The S&P 500 just refuses to fall. Now remember, traders, no matter what you do today, no matter what you personally do, there will be someone out there that's going to put a counter argument on this today. If you say, hey, I'm going to jump in on calls today over on the S&P 500, there's going to be someone that says, what are you, an idiot? Why would you jump in on calls after the S&P 500 ran $47? But then again, if you do put contracts, there's going to be someone that says, what are you, an idiot? You're doing put contracts against this type of momentum? What are you thinking? No matter what you do today, no matter if you do calls, no matter if you do puts, and if you win, if you lose, someone's going to criticize your trade. Guaranteed. Because someone's going to say, why in the world would you do calls after it has already spiked this high? Just like someone's going to say, why in the world would you do puts if you are going against momentum? I can see both sides. But really, it comes on down to, this is your money. This is your account. This is your trade. And if you're saying to yourself, Dek, I just don't know the answer, then you know what you do? Go enjoy your Thanksgiving, and you come back when there's more opportunity, where you have more predictability. Dek, I don't know if it's going to hit 460. I don't know if it's going to get up that high. I feel uncomfortable buying this high. If that's the case, great. You know what? Wait until it hits 460 or wait until it starts turning back on down. Then start picking up your stock trading. You must realize and understand you don't need to trade every single day of every single moment of every single hour. You don't need that. You can literally say to yourself, hey, I just feel like I'm chasing it a little bit. Come back in again 3 days. Hey, Dek, okay, hey, much better market. I can see that I missed out on that spike. Now again, it's starting to come back on down. I feel much better. Oh, Dek, it's still going up even higher. Take 2 days off. Come back on down. Whenever you get a little over flustered, whenever you get a little over frustrated, whenever you say to yourself, hey, I don't know what's really going on up here next, let's understand that no one's forcing you to pull the trigger and be jumping in left and right, left and right, left and right. One of the biggest issues I see a lot of traders make is they jump in on plays constantly because they're like, oh, I'm here. Oh, it's a new day. Oh, I have to. Have you guys ever seen me not trade in a day? Absolutely. If I don't see anything I like, right? And that's absolutely okay with it. It's all about, getting involved in plays that you like and plays that you are aware of. So let's get ready to rock and roll on this day. Let's make sure that we are using our head. Let's make sure we're, again, getting ready to rock and roll. Traders, I'm so excited about this day to see what's going to be coming on up. I am going to obviously be trading my big account here. Small account challenge is coming on down to an end. And traders, I also want you guys to realize something coming on up here, team, is the pure fact. Hold on one second. Let me just get this all kind of dialed in at this moment. So we are all set over on this trade. What it comes on down to at this coming on up is I do want to be upfront with every single person. I do want to be straight up with you guys here. As we move into December, as we move into January, as we move into February, as we start getting into this 2024 year, you will start seeing me start getting into a lot more trades, as I'm going to say, back to my roots. And what do I mean by trades back to my roots is that the majority of money that I make in the stock market is the money that I make off of shorting. I make tons of money shorting stocks. I make tons of money by shorting these penny plays. I make tons of money by playing microcaps. Now, over the past year, I have focused over on options. I have focused over on option trades. I have focused on trying to be able to take the markets through options. And I will say I've had success. I've also had losses. I've had times that I've been very green, and there's been times that I've been very red. Over the past year of doing this, over the past year of saying, okay, we have options and we have our penny stocks, while I will still be trading options, I do want to be focused a lot more on shorting as we move into 2024. I do want to get back to my roots where I know I have a working strategy. I know I have confidence. I know I have money to be made. I know that I can come out on top. So that's what it really comes on down to for me, that I want you guys to realize as we move into, again, as we move into 2024. I probably will be moving back to a strategy that I have consistently won on over the past 8 years. Basically, what it's been is consistently winning 8 years in a row, being able to make over 6 figures, then switching over to options and not having the same success. So as we get into more of that 2024 year, as we get closer, I am going to probably stop the small account challenge. We are going to be putting in probably about $300,000 into my normal Lightspeed account, and I'm going to be again trading my normal microcap, shorting plays, and getting after that. If that's something that you guys are interested in, I'm so excited to be able to make that happen with you guys. If that's not something that you guys are interested, obviously I will still be again alerting the S&P 500. We will be talking about the market every single day. We will be, of course, going over everything there is in the market, but I'm probably going to be putting the majority of my trades towards again small caps, towards penny stocks, towards again micro caps, looking for shorts. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to be doing any option trades whatsoever, but I am going to be again focused a lot over on shorts because I know that's a winning strategy. I know that has paid me out tons of money, and I know again that is what works. That's what worked for me the past 8 years, and that's what's going to work for me probably the next 8 years. But I really do love these option trades. I think they're fun and exciting, but at the same time, I do want to be able to get back to where I know I'm going to come out on top. So I am going to be loading up my Lightspeed account, starting on up probably next week with about $250,000, and we're going to be getting some big shorts in as again penny stocks start coming back to life. So want to be open, want to be honest, want to be transparent with that we are going to be getting again $250,000 into our accounts, and we're going to be shorting heavy, shorting hard, and we're going to try to be able to get that thing all the way up to $1 million as quickly as we can. So going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be really pumped about that, and looking forward to seeing what is going to be happening here next. Now, as I said, team, if you guys saying, Dek, I love when you do options, I am not stopping options. I am not stopping doing options in any way, but I'm just letting you guys know that I will be not stopping options, but I will be focused a lot over on these penny stock pumps and dumps here. So, guys, let's again switch this thing on out here, because that's honestly how I've been able to make the money I made in the stock market. Just looking for these shorts. And I'm telling you, I'll teach you everything I know about that. Let me get this going right here at this time. And let's see. We got NVDA, which is going to be sitting right next to 500. NVDA, which is sitting right next to that $500 mark, guys. Again, the delta and the theta over on that play is basically taking away that entire trade over on NVDA at this time. I want to see if I can find one good solid trade over on my big account at this point to go ahead, pull the trigger, and be able to make some quick money and be able to make a little bit of quick cash. Let me again take a look over on Tesla here. Tesla getting a little bit of a drop. Tesla has room to fall back on down towards around that 237-ish mark. I'm just giving everyone the heads on up that if you want to trade today, okay, guys, if you want to trade today, it has to be within the first probably 30 minutes. Probably by 10 o'clock, things are not going to be that good anymore, okay? So just a little heads up for every single person, making sure that you guys are all set. All I want to do right now is find the hottest mover, and I want to pull the trigger at the hottest mover. Right now, NVDA is having trouble getting above 500. Could this be a possible buy the hype, sell the news type of play if, again, 500 cannot hold on up? I'm taking a look at, guys, what is the hottest blue chip at this moment that you guys are seeing? What's the hottest blue chip at this time? What's the hottest, mover at this time? Netflix, 485, very strong resistance up near around this top. Maybe if we can get a little bit of a spike over on Netflix up near around that 485 mark, that could be absolutely awesome. So the S&P 500, I want to see if that could get up towards around the 480-ish mark, maybe doing a quick little put contract over there. Let's go and Netflix here. Netflix, November 24th. I want to see if that thing could spike on up towards 485 here. Look for a possible put contract. And how many contracts could I be able to get over on this play? Just want to kind of see here at this moment. That's a little expensive. Now, hold on. Let me refresh this here for a second. Because my light speed for some reason is kind of acting up here for a moment. Guys, little heads on up. Netflix, a possible put coming on up. possible put contract coming on up over on this play, which I would like to see. And I'm having a little issue over on Lightspeed at this moment. It's saying that I don't have buying power right here over on my account, but I have over $50,000 over here over on Netflix. So I'm going to give them a quick little email, make sure that they're all set, ready to rock and roll. So we're going to keep that on watch. And you can see Netflix, the closer we get on up over on Netflix towards this old high, that is going to be a nice little reversal area. So if you are looking for a quick little day trade, the best trade would be as close as you can up towards around that 485-ish mark for a touch, put contract, reverse back on down, and see if that thing could be able to fade, if that thing could be able to drop. That's what we'd want to be looking for. And for a quick little trade. So hopefully I get my buying power all set and all good to go. I just sent them an email real quick so I can be looking for this trade. The S&P 500 is green and the S&P 500 is moving on up. Now also traders, the next big trade over on the S&P 500 for anyone interested, the next massive move is the old high, I think of this year. The high of this year has been 460. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at 456. So if you're saying to yourself, Dek, hey, get ready. This is up to you, obviously. But if you're saying, Dek, I've been waiting for the put contract for so long now, I'm pulling the trigger at 460. This is the highest point of 2023. The S&P 500 is now up. Are you guys ready for this? We are now coming up to almost $50 in 3 weeks. The S&P 500 is now up nearly $50 in 3 weeks. It's exactly $48 right now, but we're coming up to 50. And this has been the largest, quickest spike I have seen in my 10 years of trading. Not the biggest spike I've seen. Obviously, I've seen massive rips and runs, but I'm saying the biggest spike in a short amount of time. 3 weeks, nearly $50 in climbing on the S&P 500. Nuts to think about, team. Absolutely insane. Now, what's so crazy about this is just imagine if you said, hey, Dek, I think a good dip buy would be right around 400. I'm going to jump in. And you were able to nail this run up. If you were able to nail this run up, what do you guys think $2,000 would have been able to turn into? If the S&P, if you jumped in at around 410, 408, 412, and you walked away for 3 weeks and you come back to your account right now, you would probably turn $2,000 into over $50,000. Your account right now would probably be up near around $60,000, $70,000 if you were able to nail this move on up, if you were able to nail this climb, if you were able to nail this rip. So this thing, has been consistently climbing, consistently moving, consistently going higher and higher and higher. Carl Kenny, the what if game? Yeah, I know. The what if game. The what if game is always a fun game to play. The what if. What if you did this? What if you did that? So the what if game. You can always play the what if game in a positive manner. You can always say the what if game in a negative manner as well. So the S&P 500 here, traders. We are keeping our eyes peeled, watching and waiting over on this play. We are, of course, keeping our eyes peeled over on NVDA. Did get a quick little spike on up on NVDA, but needs to hold above that 500 area, that 500 region. Really, the play that I would be looking for would be that S&P 500 squeeze up to 460 and then a possible put at 460. Or on top of that, traders, we do have Netflix coming on up towards, I believe, its high. Let's just make sure Netflix 485, is that its high? Yep, at 485 is the 52-week high over on Netflix, and that's starting to come on up. There will be some sort of rejection right around that area. There will be some sort of trouble right around this area. For instance, this reminds me a lot like NVDA. NVDA, guys, guess what happened? When we spiked up initially to 500, we came crashing on down. We came back up to 500. We came crashing on down. A month and a half passed. We came up to 500. We came crashing on down. Then earnings came out. We were looking for the break of 500. Right now, it is still underneath 500. Netflix is going to be kind of like something similar where you guys can see we come up to 485, comes crashing on down, comes up towards probably around 485. Could be a great opportunity to start crushing its way back on down. Dek, are you going to keep doing options? As I said, guys, I will 100% keep doing options as we move into December and as we move into 2024. But I do want you guys to realize that I am going to go back to the strategy that I've been able to make millions on. I am going to go back to the strategy that I know that works. I am going to go back to the strategy that I personally feel the most confident in. So over this weekend, I am going to load up my account with $250,000 in $250,000 in my account, and I will be again shorting these microcaps, shorting quick rips, shorting low float spikers, shorting these plays, and I hope you guys are very excited about that. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, make sure you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll, because we will be getting back to that. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6, year 7, year 8, all I did was short microcap plays, and from the 8 years that all I did was short microcap plays, 6 of the 8 years I was able to make over 6 figures. So that was absolutely beautiful. Doing option trades right here. Options, I've been able to go on some hot stretches, and I'm happy with how close I keep my stop losses, but I still don't have as much confidence I have with option trading as I do with shorting microcap plays. I don't have as much confidence as I have with, again, these microcap plays as I do with options, but obviously I still love options. I think I can see the money. I've made the money here. I've been able to learn a ton with options, and I definitely do enjoy it, but I do want you guys to realize we are going to go back to my roots. We are going to go back to what I make the most money in. I want to go back to why I've even got a following in the first place. Why did people follow me in the first place? Why did, again, people start watching me stream? Why did people, again, start joining the community? Why did people start saying, hey, Dek's a guy. Dek's a great stock trader? It wasn't initially for my options trading. It was from, again, microcap trades. It was from penny stock plays. It was from shorting. It was from looking for breakouts. It was from looking at excitement, playing momentum plays, playing hype plays, understanding different discords, pumping up plays. That's honestly where I would say my specialty is. That's honestly where I would say is, my best chance to be able to consistently make hundreds of thousands of dollars in the stock market. So yes, traders, I am getting back to my roots. If you like it or not, I hope you guys are fired on up, and I hope you guys are excited, but we are going to be putting $250,000 into the account, and we are again going to be going balls to the walls, lowering that shoulder and just running through that dry board, baby. Things are going to be getting a little bit nuts, and things are going to start getting a little bit crazy. So really, really, really pumped on up about that, and we'll see what we get. Guys, can I ask the chat? I just want to kind of see a little bit, what the chat's thinking. If you guys are excited for me to get back into some microcaps, if you guys are excited for me to get back to, again, what I initially started with this whole trading journey, if you guys are excited to see me, of course, go and start shorting these plays, can I get a good old Dekmar trades? If you guys are pumped, if you guys are excited, if you guys are saying to yourself, oh boy, anyone who's brand new, you guys better strap in. Oh boy, Dek, I'm kind of a little nervous here. So we will see. But yeah, guys, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop again doing options whatsoever. All right, guys, hold on. Lightspeed just emailed me back. Lightspeed just emailed me back, and they said, Dek, go ahead, try it on out now. All right, now we're good. All right, we're good now. We're good now. Got the buying power. I'm all set. All right, buying power, all set, ready to go over on this play. So we are just, again, fired on up at this moment here, traders. Thank you for everyone who's joining us today as we are, again, getting ready for Thanksgiving, YouTube, TikTok. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. And as you guys know, I am hoping that I see you guys, of course, starting on up on Friday, starting on up on Monday. And as you guys know already, hey, traders, got to, of course, throw it out there one final time here. Black Friday is here. Yes, traders, Black Friday starts tomorrow, 48 hours. I sent this out last night, but Black Friday starts tomorrow. Tomorrow, Thanksgiving time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Black Friday goes live. So if you guys are looking forward to this, make sure you're ready. The first 100 people who sign up or who upgrade their accounts will be getting 40% off. Just to put this into perspective, we have over 3,000 members over on tradecaster.com. We are going to have a lot of these members upgrade their subscription. If you are not there by 7, 8 o'clock, probably at the latest, you are probably not going to get 40% off. You will probably get 35% off as long as you do something on Thursday, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, probably all going to be 30% off. As you guys know, on Tradecaster, we have tons of live streamers. Not only myself, but you have access to everyone over on the live streams. You guys can be able to jump in, watch all these live streams, say, hey, I want to see what Caesar's doing today, one of our futures trading, and you guys can be able to watch his live stream live, join his chat, join his lobby. You guys have also access to all the video library. Make sure you guys learn here, be able to study on out. We have over 369 videos, and you have access to all the chat rooms. So with, again, Tradecaster, you have access to live streams, multiple live streamers, chat rooms, you have access to the video library, and of course, Black Friday is the biggest sale of the year. Lifetime memberships over, again, over at this time, $1,300 off. Annual membership, $700 off. Semi-annual, $300 off. So make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. 7 o'clock tomorrow, Black Friday begins. Biggest sale of the year and one of our only sales of the year. Dek, are you going to be having a Labor Day sale? Are you going to be having this? Are you going to have a President's Day sale? We have usually 2 sales a year, Black Friday and July 4th. That's it. We make our sales count with 40% off. If you guys want to join it, I'm super fired up for you. And but that's going to be our 2 main sales, and that is it. So let's get ready to go here. We got Netflix still trying to climb on up. Netflix still trying to climb. Netflix still trying to get a little bit of this momentum. Netflix trying to get a little bit of this hype at this time. We're going to see again how much more is left over in this tank over on these plays here. So let's just keep this party getting started here, traders. Let's have some little fun. Claire, throwing a little tunes. Let's get ready to rock here, traders. Netflix still trying to get a little bit of this pop on up. We're going to see if we can get that climb up towards around that 485 mark. As you guys know, 485 would be the goal over on Netflix. See if this thing is going to be able to, keep on moving. NVDA turning on down. Dek, why is NVDA turning on down? Well, as we know, 500 is a very strong psychological level. Traders, NVDA 500 is a very strong psychological level, just like $1 is. Just like $5, $10, $100, $500. We couldn't break 500, we fell on down. We couldn't break 500, we fell on down. We couldn't break 500, we fell on down. Dek, its earnings report is coming on up. We couldn't break it with its earnings report. It's starting to fall on down. So NVDA just came on down to the pure fact that we beat on its earnings. It again beat expectations. It did everything that it wanted to do. It unfortunately just couldn't break that $500 level. Remember, I already went over this. I talked about this from earlier today. But what was the entire thought process over on this stock here, right? NVDA, the entire thought process over on this play was just the pure fact that we know that this is the hottest play out there. A $700 investment could have turned into $3,000 if we had that gap up, if we had that move. A 250% climber on NVDA, the best mover of the year, the most stable company, the AI hype, last earnings after again being up this high. NVDA, I was willing to give it a chance. So I jumped in on one contract. I jumped in on one one again trade here for the possible reward of a 3 times return of the loss. So that's what I was thinking over on that trade. If you guys, again, have not checked this on out, make sure you guys go check it on out. We did talk about it a lot already, but I just wanted to make sure that every single person understands my thought process. What do you guys think? And I'm open to, again, I'm always open to positive criticism. Is, again, over on NVDA, was my, again, trade a bad trade? Yes, it was again on the gambly side, but was it a bad gamble doing a small contract, looking for a $500 break on the #1 top play of the year with its earnings report, and while beating earnings, looking for the $500 break to make a 3-to-1 return? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say put in $20,000. I wouldn't say, again, put in $50,000, but a $700 investment to try to make $3,000, I think is a pretty good return. It has its pros. It has its cons. I'm not saying it's perfect. But, you know, it is, I think, a solid. Yeah, Nagman, it is, but it's not. It's not, but it is. I gotcha. Pendragon deck, I thought it was a good trade. They just don't all work out. Yeah, you know, that's the stock market sometimes. So let's see what we have at this moment. Guys, NVDA starting to get that dump from that 500 region. So that's, again, dump 500 region. What did Netflix get up to? Netflix got up to 482.56 so far. So NVDA is kind of turning into the buy the rumor, sell the news play. That's kind of just turning into the buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal over on NVDA. And that's why that one's starting to fall and that one's starting to drop. That's a buy the rumor, sell the news type of play here. Netflix at this time, as you guys can see, Netflix, we are again holding our play at this moment over on this one, and we are very close for a possible new high of the day over on Netflix, seeing if that can extend up towards around that 485 mark and then get a reversal. So I would like to get Netflix, same day expiration, 485. Probably I just want to see, like, what are 25 contracts, you know, costing over on this. Hold on one second, let me just see. 12,000. Okay, yeah, probably, you know, maybe start with like 24 contracts. You can see it's about 12,000 buying power requirement, 12,625 to be able to get involved over on that one. So Netflix, little bit of a pop on up, got up towards 482.70. Definitely close. What do you guys think? When do you think is a good entry over on Netflix? We know that the 52-week high right here. We know, again, Netflix does have a 52-week high at the price of 485 on the dot. Netflix, 485 on the dot, 52-week high. Right now, high of the day, 482.70. Is that close enough to say, hey, Dek, yep, go ahead, momentum's starting to shift, this thing's going to start turning? Or should we wait a little bit more and try to get up towards 485? Remember, we take a look over on the chart, we take a look over on the daily chart. Here's, again, the old high. Here's where we are right now. So you can see we are very, very close for, again, a possible touch and a possible reversal right back on down. That's the only thing I don't like. There are some bigger spreads over on Netflix. I do see those bigger spreads. That's the thing that I'm not a huge fan of. There's larger spreads. Guys, NVDA starting to have the buy the rumor, sell the news. So again, NVDA, there's the buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal. 13 EMA, guys, NVDA now, it has not been able to break 500, and now traders are again dumping this thing on off. So NVDA was a buy the rumor, or not buy the rumor, buy the hype, sell the news. You know what's kind of crazy when you think about it? NVDA beat expectations. NVDA had 3 times revenue of what analysts are expecting. So you're saying, Dek, how in the world are we falling over on NVDA? How is NVDA dropping? It's because it can't break 500. 500 was such a strong resistance line, it couldn't break it. 500 was such a strong resistance line, people just said, hey, if we're not powering through it, it's going to get that sell-off. It's going to get that dump. So team, NVDA getting the sell-off and getting the dump. SPY turning real hard here. Is everything starting to dump right now? Tesla's starting to get a little bit of a dump here at the moment as well. So the SPY traders trying to hold on up here at this time. I think we are going to see a little bit of a bounce, though, coming on up here momentarily. And remember, traders, this is the day before Thanksgiving. If you are not comfortable with a trade, do not trade. I'm probably going to wrap things up probably in about 25 minutes or so and just say, hey, if I don't have a trade within 25 minutes, I'm not pulling the trigger. That's the way it works, guys. If I do not have a trade within 25 minutes, I am not pulling the trigger. I am making sure I am using my head, being a smart trader, and not going to be, again, putting myself in positions that are not going to be good. making sure. Shaz, are you out of the NVDA? Yeah, I've been out. So NVDA, yeah. NVDA, the thing is that $700, Time Decay and Theta basically killed it right at the start of the day anyway, right when it opened on up. So it's, you know, NVDA, I don't need to worry about it. That trade was already done by the moment it started on up this morning. A little bit of a market pullback right here. Meta's been on a tear recently. Ever since, do you know what really got this whole entire party started over on the Meta run? When Lex Freeman did the Mark Zuckerberg, what was it? The Mark Zuckerberg interview. That's what kind of started this whole entire thing. So I just want to show this again. Just real quickly, guys, just want to show you guys this for a moment. As we all know, right? We kind of all know this. 2 years ago, when the metaverse first was announced, everyone laughed at it. Everyone was like, oh, you buying metaverse? Oh, you're buying it was a joke, wasn't it? But then as we know, about 2 months ago, this came on out. And Lex Friedman, who is a very popular YouTuber, 3.4 million subscribers, came on out with this with, again, Mark Zuckerberg and him in the metaverse. So this right here is not him. This is him in the metaverse. He is in Texas and Mark Zuckerberg is in San Francisco. And you guys can listen in on this. If you guys have not seen this, I'm only going to play like a minute.
Face, and it just feels like we're in the same room. This is really the most incredible thing I've ever seen. And sorry to be in your personal space.
I mean,
we have done jiu-jitsu before.
Yeah, no, I was commenting to the team before that even that I feel like we've choked each other from further distances than it feels like we are right now.
I mean, this is just really incredible. I don't know how to describe it with words. It really feels like we're in the same room.
Yeah.
It feels like the future. This is truly, truly incredible. I just wanted to take it in. I'm still getting used to it. It's like, it's you. It's really you. But you're not here with me, right? You're there wearing a headset, and I'm wearing a headset. It's really, really incredible. So what can you
So basically that whole entire thing is like scanning your face and puts you into a different place. And while they have a black background, you know, what they could do is they could change it to a mansion. They could change it to a fireplace, a snowy background inside a warm home. So basically what people would, you know, what people are kind of investing in is, oh, wow, this is real. Like this metaverse thing is actually happening. Imagine if you have your family, you know, in Oklahoma, and you have, again, your parents over in Pennsylvania, and you have a brother and sister over in, let's say, you know, Florida. What if everyone just puts that on? You, again, just put on, you know, it's Christmas time. You just have the metaverse basically make a house, and you're all within the same house, all talking just like they were, where you don't even realize you're wearing goggles. You don't even realize, again, you're in the metaverse, but it seems like you're actually there with them in person. That's basically why Meta, if you guys take a look over on this, take a look at what we've been seeing over on Meta. Meta has been, I think, on the most sleepy tear that a lot of people haven't even been talking about. Meta has now gone from $90 all the way up to $340. Yes, guys, I get it. NVDA has gone on a 250% spike. NVDA has been insane. But let's see how much Meta has been on up. You know, we know, again, NVDA has been up 250%. But no one's talking about how Meta is up 172%. Meta's up 172%. And people are saying, yeah, you know, whatever. Metaverse, yeah, I don't want to like the metaverse. Metaverse is a joke. Nah, I don't want the metaverse. Guys, I mean, it's a real thing here, as you guys can see. It's a real thing here, as you guys can notice. It's a real thing that traders definitely, you know, very excited about. And, you know, it's basically like a crazy FaceTime. You know, it's a FaceTime, but you're with them in person. It's a FaceTime, but your whole entire body is scanned and placed inside this visual world here. So that's something that a lot of people are, you know, very, very excited about. So we are going to get, you know, ready to rock and roll. Now, also a little side note, traders, if you guys, you know, have not, you know, been here the last few days, something that I've been researching on left and right, taking a lot of time every single night researching on. Some people may like it, some people may not like it. I've been doing tons and tons and tons of research over on cryptocurrencies. especially, of course, with the Bitcoin halving cycle coming up in 2024. That's the start of the next bull run, and I get it. There are some people here that hate Bitcoin. You have every right to hate Bitcoin. You can say that Bitcoin's a scam. You can say that NFTs are a scam. And you know what? I'm going to agree with 90% of it, it is. 90% of it, it is. But how many people became multimillionaires last year? Or again, 3 years ago in 2021? How many people were able to buy a picture of a monkey for $4,000 and it became $1 million monkey and they sold it for millions of dollars? I want you guys to realize that same exact thing is going to be happening in a month, in about a year from now. That whole entire, big ripping running where you see all these people become millionaires and you say, oh, those are scams, those are dumb. You could say that. But the thing is, people are making millions of dollars by investing into these plays, investing into these coins. So I would rather, if you want to listen to me on that, you guys can listen to me. If you guys don't want to listen to me on it, that's fine. Don't. And if you are not comfortable trading cryptocurrencies, don't trade them. But I'd rather teach you guys about them so that you guys are good to go. So I've been talking about this for like the last 6 months now, that I was going to really dive into cryptocurrencies a lot because they kind of remind me of microcap plays and hype plays and momentum plays and all this quick action plays. Basically what I do, like as we talked about, how have I made the majority of my money in the stock market? By shorting hype, by shorting momentum, by shorting plays that are overvalued. Basically, I feel like a huge crowd of people just do that now over in the crypto world, that you can be able to do the same exact thing. So, I know this is a little bit of a weird fun fact here, traders, but does anyone know my best investment of 2023 so far? My number one best investment of 2023 so far has been a cryptocurrency investment. This is my best investment so far. 2023 was a cryptocurrency investment. So I'll show you guys this right here. Me and my friends, just like probably everyone, we have a group chat, and I always again post to my friends saying, hey, this is kind of what I think is the next moonshot. This is the next big thing that I think could come on up. And as you can read this text message, this was on May 22nd. And this is kind of like my friends, from back home. I said, hey boys, crypto bull runs are right around the corner. Want to give everyone a heads up about what I'm looking to buy into for this crypto market. And I say, everyone buy Render. This video explains it all. So again, Render, this video explains it all, and I sent my friends this video, still again, kind of get involved over in the cryptocurrency world. And if anyone takes a look over on Render at right now from May, it is now up 600%. So I actually sold my Render just, about a week and a half ago. I sold my Render coin, but I was able to make over 500% return on investment over on my Render coin. So there is Render currently. And what you guys can see out of this, Render 1 year chart is now up 647%. Bought again back here in the dip. And now again, we've been able to go on a big time rip and run. Now I did not make over 600% on this. I was able to make about 400%. But think about that, traders. When was the last time you had a 400% return on investment? Just think about investing and then getting a 400% return on it. So Render was my best kind of investment so far of 2023, and that was in the crypto market when I just, in my friends in my group chat right here, I named it the future. So that is something I want you guys to realize, that these projects, these coins, these tokens, yes, a lot of them are scams if you don't know where to look and if you don't know how to do the right thing. If you don't want to listen to me on my upcoming talks on cryptocurrency, hey, I'll tell you when I'm going to do a discussion, exit out, watch a different streamer on Tradecaster, jump around to a different lobby, but I want to be able to tell you what I'm investing in cryptocurrencies so that you guys know what you guys can be doing in cryptocurrencies. It's a completely different world. It's a completely different idea. It's a completely different infrastructure. It's completely different everything. If you don't like it, watch a different streamer the day I'm going to talk about it. If you do want to learn about it, I would rather have you at least prepared and tell you what I'm investing in, so you can at least say, hey, at least I kind of understand what's going on here. So all things that I just want to make sure that you guys are all good. So make sure that you guys are pumped about that. But probably, again, crypto, I think, is going to start really getting hot end of springtime this year, like coming on up. End of spring this year is when the crypto is going to start getting very hot. June-ish. I'm thinking like June-ish is when things are going to start getting like really crazy again. And then you're going to say, oh, no, yeah, it's just a kind of that, well, like random little pump. and then again it starts going up higher and more people start talking about it. I don't want to get involved in it. It's still risky. You guys remember last time? And then it's going to be all the way back up towards again like where it was, and you're going to be like, well, I guess it is starting to get a little crazy. Maybe I'll dabble, and now you're the person buying at the very top, right? I would rather have you guys prepared. As I said, if you don't like it, I'll tell you what days I'm going to talk about it. You can watch a different streamer on Tradecaster, but I will be helping you guys for those who want to listen. So NVDA. Again, it's always the what if, the coulda, woulda, shoulda. If I put my life savings on render, I would have over $20 million right now. Isn't that kind of nuts to think about? If I put my life savings on render, could have been able to have over $20 million. Over a 400% return. So, was that luck? Was that skill? Was that thinking it through? Well, we'll see what's going to be happening in the future. NVDA still getting a little bit of a drop. Netflix still holding on up here pretty well. SPY right now. SPY starting to get a little bit of a fade on down here. So SPY already starting to get a little bit of a drop. Thing is, as the SPY here, traders, SPY at this moment, as long as it stays underneath 455, that is going to be a great opportunity to be able to be filled on this this play. I really do think the SPY, I think a great trade could be, Dek, you have been waiting for puts for so long now. 100% agree. If you have an account and you're saying, all right, Dek, I want to go ahead and do a trade here, we can obviously all tell we just came on up towards that price of 456. Things are getting weaker. I would set a stop loss if I were you. I would set a stop loss at 455 and don't allow it to go back above 455. If it goes back up to the VWAP, it's not worth your time. If it goes back up above 455, it's not worth your time. If you again have an account and you're saying, Dek, you know what? We are up currently, $48. We are currently up over 8%. We are currently at old highs. You know what, Dek? I'm going to look to see if this is going to reverse and fall back down to 450, 451. If that is something that you're interested in, put a stop loss at 455. Go ahead. Look to be able to hold this for a drop today. Look to be able to hold it maybe for a drop on Friday. Now, I'm going to give you guys a heads up here. We are 35, almost 40 minutes into this day. What is going to start happening? What is going to start happening is traders going to start saying, I don't want to do any sort of trade right now. I'm going to get ready for Thanksgiving. We're going to start seeing people. We're going to start seeing traders. We're going to start seeing volume diminish very quickly over the next hour. People are going to start wrapping up their day. People are going to start putting themselves in on different plays. People are going to start traveling, leaving. We will see volume start slowing down over this next hour and a half here. If you have not traded yet, I would definitely be leaning more towards the put side. Usually, for strength, you need a lot of buyers. Today is not a day you will have a lot of buyers, right? We know that tomorrow's Thanksgiving. We know that people are getting ready for Thanksgiving. That means less traders. Less traders, weakness. That means we have a better chance of seeing fading today, and we have a better chance of seeing fading on Friday than we do of buying. So if you are a trader that's saying, hey, Dek, I really want to pull the trigger, understand the conditions in the in the world right now. Less buying because of less traders, because of Thanksgiving. Because of Thanksgiving, we should have more weakness. And if we don't have buying, that could lead towards more selling. If we have more selling, I want to be leaning towards the put side. So the S&P 500 right here, as you can see, is fading, starting to get weaker as, of course, the day progresses as we get closer towards Thanksgiving. We can see NVDA starting to drop and fall as we get closer to Thanksgiving. As you guys can see right here, we can take a look over on Tesla, and things are starting to fade and fall as we get closer to Thanksgiving. So we are starting to see all these plays right now, starting to drop and fade at this moment as we are about to have this very long holiday come on up. Dek, are you going to be here on Friday? Friday, I'm going to be turning on the scanners. I might jump on the mic just for about like 5 to 10 minutes. But to be honest, Friday, I'm not trading. Friday is going to be a day off for me. I'm not going to be trading. I am going to be spending some time with family, some friends that are going to be coming on up for Thanksgiving. Friday is the stock market's only open till 1 o'clock. Unless you are currently swinging a play, unless you're currently holding something, I would really suggest to just take off Friday, enjoy the weekend, enjoy with your family and friends or whatever you want to do. Friday is going to be a very tricky day, almost like today, where you're probably just going to see a lot more fading, where you're going to see a lot more falling. You're going to start seeing a little bit more drop. Golfer, Friday is going to be my golf day. If I wasn't in Pennsylvania, buddy. If I was not in Pennsylvania. A little too cold to golf up here now. Basically, at this point, no more golfing for me until probably April. You know, maybe March. Maybe March. But I like it. I get so obsessed with golf that I burn myself out. I become obsessed. April, May, June, July, 4 months straight, I go probably 5 days a week to the range after work and then just, hit balls. And then usually by August, September, I start kind of burning myself on out. So I'm happy. Take a nice little 2.5 month break of golf, 3 month break of golf, do some different things. Then once the springtime comes around, become obsessed again. That's basically my yearly schedule. Trade stocks all year round. Don't golf again, at the end of fall into winter. Early spring, jump back into it. By springtime, I'm obsessed. And then usually by like July is when I'm playing my best golf out there, shooting like 2-3 over. Tesla's starting to fade here. S&P 500 obviously staying alert, staying ready here. We do have Netflix with a little bit of a pop on up here. Netflix, there's still that chance it can get up towards, again, that 485 mark. That's the thing. Netflix has that chance up near around that 485 area if it wants to get up that high. So traders, let's get serious. Let's get ready to go. Dek, how do you know what cryptocurrency to buy? I mean, that's a whole thing that we will go over in the future. And what's the beautiful thing about being here over on Tradecaster, guys? I tried to eliminate that kind of research curve that you guys don't have to do. Yes, we have video library lessons for you guys to be able to eliminate the learning curve of being able to learn stocks. We have lessons. We have live streaming. We have live trading. We have the chat rooms. We have everything that you guys need here every single day for, again, becoming a better trader. When it comes down to crypto, crypto is more about following the hype, reading messages boards, seeing what people are talking about, seeing what the narrative is, what are people posting over on YouTube, what are the big guys starting to jump into. That's a lot harder to follow, but I'll follow it, and because I want to, I'm excited about it, and that's where I will just tell you, what everyone's talking about, and of course give you all the links of credibility. So, crypto is more about, kind of like as I talked about with my trading strategy, is about hype and momentum. When I'm talking about, low float plays, I look at where a Discord's looking, what's about to get pumped on up, locate shorts on those, then again, nail the shorts back on down. That's how I'm able to make the majority of my money. That's what I'm going to be getting back into very shortly. The thing is, when we take a look at crypto, it's almost something similar. We have to kind of see what's starting to build, what narrative is starting to build, and be able to jump in on that before it kind of explodes on up. Wolfie, why not get a crypto trader on Tradecaster? Hey, we would absolutely love that, guys. We open up the door towards, anyone who is interested over in trading over on Tradecaster. We are, again, adding a brand new feature for our streamers over on Tradecaster because these guys work so hard. And again, you guys do not need to in any sort of way, but we are going to be adding at the bottom of the screen here, traders, a donate button to, again, the streamer. So let's say, again, you make $1,000 trade and Kush alerts $1,000 trade profit. Go ahead and donate him $5. Go ahead and donate him $10. Show him some appreciation for, again, the alert that he made you money off of. So it is a way for our streamers to be able to get a payment and be able to stay motivated every day to work by being able to receive donations based off their alerts and being able to be based off of you guys profiting. So as a streamer, you would say to yourself, hey, how can I be able to receive a donation? Well, let me give the best alerts possible that's making sure these viewers are making money. So if if you guys are interested in streaming, and if you guys are interested in becoming a streamer over on Tradecaster.com, one of the main incentives is we are adding that donation button. If you feel like you know great alerts, you feel like you can make other people money, you feel like you can bring value here over on Tradecaster, we would absolutely love to have you streaming here every single day and be able to absolutely crush it. Be able to receive some donations as well when you absolutely do. So we got a lot of big things coming up over on Tradecaster.com. A lot of awesome things. See what this momentum is going to be doing next here, traders. I do want to open up the floor, guys. Does anyone have any sort of questions, comments, or concerns at this moment over on TikTok, over on YouTube? As we are coming on down to a little bit of the end here. I don't know if I'm going to be pulling the trigger here on the last little bit on this Friday or on this Thursday. I will say I really do enjoy Netflix, though. Netflix is going to be the play that I probably will pull the trigger on if I am going to pull the trigger. I do like how we are just really up high. Netflix has so much room to fall. Netflix has so much room to drop. We are so high on up. We have now gone from 350 all the way up towards 385. Netflix essentially just reminds me of of NVDA here. That's all it does. NVDA got a massive drop, massive pullback. Same exact thing when I take a look over on Netflix. Netflix right here, you guys can see possibility of the same thing in the near future with this very big drop, with this very big fade, with this very big pullback. All right, amazing job here, traders. Hey guys, we're getting ready to kind of wrap some things on off for this Thanksgiving, and we're going to be all set here, ready to go. So let's get ready to wrap this thing on up here. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, we are heading into Thanksgiving weekend. We are heading into Black Friday tomorrow, 7 o'clock. And team, I just want to take a second here and say thank you to you guys. Thanksgiving, it is all about being thankful. And I want you guys to know, thank you so much for the support that you show me, the support that you show the traders here over on Tradecaster. As I say all the time, this is not a follow community. This is a team here. This is a family here, a group of friends here, all working together to take on the markets, to grow, to become the best traders we can be. I really could not do it without your support, without your love, and that's why I want to give my 100% every single day. It's why I do as much as I possibly can. It's why I stream every single day. I never want to take you guys for granted. I don't want you guys to take me for granted. I want us to be able to work together as a team and be able to grow our accounts as big as possible. We have some huge things coming up on Tradecaster.com. We have brand new trading strategies, $250,000 going into the account, going into, of course, shorts, microcaps. We will still be trading options, but we got a lot of things coming on up. The crypto Bitcoin halving cycle starts up next year as well. Black Friday is tomorrow, 40% off. If you guys have ever wanted to upgrade your subscription or start one, there is never going to be a better time than 40% off. So make sure you guys are ready to rock and roll. Happy Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say I love you. I cannot wait to see you guys back here, of course, on Monday, and I will see everybody then. Traders, let's do it. Help me wrap this thing on up. You guys know the drill, baby. In 3, 2, 1. Amazing job. Amazing work. I love you. AK-47 streaming right now. Caesar is streaming right now. Zeke is streaming right now. Yeah, Buddy Trades is back. Everyone is live over on Tradecaster.com, so go watch their live streams if you guys want to get some final trades in. But amazing job and amazing work. I'll see you guys then. Thank you, team.
call me love, you can call me baby, all of the above. You can call me late night, and I'll be at your door. You can call me anything or anything you want, just don't call me love. Don't call me up.
Riding my bike like I'm too young to try. Careless and free like it's 2005. Had to chill the fuck out, take a trip outside to have fun with my friends like I'm young and alive.
Taste of your lips, I'm alright. You're toxic, I'm sipping on that. Taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? And I love what you do, don't you know that you're toxic? I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic?
Had to chill the fuck out, take a trip outside to have fun with my friends like I'm young and alive. Like I'm young and alive.
Don't you know that you're toxic?
I won't be the very best, no one ever was. Hatchman is my real test, the training is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Keep every mind to understand and the power that resides. It's you and me, I know it's my destiny. Oh, you're my best friend, in a world we must defend. I'm so true, I'm very supposed to. You teach me and I'll teach you.
Cool like you, wobbling around in your high heel shoes. I'm clumsy, made friends with the floor. 2 for 1, you know a bitch by 4. And 2 left feet, you know I always drop. First thing a girl did was a bop on the whole damn cake and the cherry on top. Shook up the bottom, made a good girl pop. You ain't even here to party, Ken in the club tryna pipe a Barbie. I don't wanna go with the flow back then till I touch my toes. I don't wanna row the boat. Wrist full of rocks and I hope I flow. Big up yourself cause you know they don't. I chew cause they hope I show. I'm a bitch.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshing. We spend this holiday locking. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. I can put the ball in the end zone, put a bad bitch in the friend zone. This shit sound like an intro jet song, give me that tempo. So fool, he a fool with the shit. Told her, don't let her friends know. In the building, I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine at Vincenzo.
You are unforgettable. I need to get you alone. Why not? A fucking good time, never hurt nobody. I got a little drink, but it's not a party. If you love me, girl, then so sorry. I gotta give you to let me in on that.
A list of mania, think less but tear grow. Like a ride, oh. Not easily offended, know how to let it go. From a mess to the masses, a list of mania, think less but tear grow. Like a ride, oh. Not easily offended, know how to let it go. From a mess to the masses.
I am very, very sneaky, sir.
Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. And I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house bored. I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. And I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. And I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored.
All the things that I used to say, all the words that got in the way, all the things that I used to know have gone out the window. All the things that she used to bring, all the songs that she used to sing, all the favorite TV shows have gone out the window. Missing you.
Can we get much higher? So high. Can we get much higher? So high. Can we get much higher? So
All the things that I used to say, all the words that got in the way, all the things that I used to know have gone out the window.
when you call my name, it's like a little prayer. I'm down on my knees. I wanna take you there in the midnight hour. I can feel your power, just like a prayer. You know I'll take you there. G-L-A-M-O-R-O-U-S, yeah. G-L-A-M-O-R-O-U-S, yeah.
Hey, we got a good thing. Don't know if I'ma see you again. But is that a good thing? Cause girl, I can't be your man. No man, I know what's on your brain. You probably hope it never win. Like, is it the real thing? Or is it just a one night stand? Well then,
Glamorous, 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 glamorous. Flouncy, flouncy.
Said Coke 45 and 2 zigzags. Baby, that's all we need. We can go to the park after dark, smoke that tumbleweed. As the marijuana burn, we can take our turn singing them dirty rap songs. Stop and hit the ball like Cheech and Chong and sell tapes from here to Hong Kong.
I don't want a Valentine, I just want Valentino. I just want that neck, I poke her face like a casino. Dito, no, I get it in like a free throw. Shorty wants some more, she think I seen her keep the leak. I don't want a Valentine, I just want Valentino. I just want that neck, I poke her face like a casino. Dito, no, I get it in like a free throw.
I know someday it'll all turn around because all my life I've been waiting for. I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day.
I'm out and all the time. I'm out and all the time.
I ain't been getting high, but maybe a little, baby, I don't wanna lie. I know when you text me, girl, I don't always reply. Well, you're not an angel either, you can't even fly. I know this, you think that you know shit. All this shade is coming at me, I'm with who does it. They can't see the vision, boy, they must be out of focus. That's a real hot album, homie, I wonder who wrote it. Oh shit.
It's like I waited my whole life for this one night. It's gonna be me, you, and the dance floor. 'Cause we only got one night. Double your pleasure, double your fun, and dance forever, 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 forever,
You say yes, I say no. You say stop, but I say go, go, go. Oh no. You say goodbye, I say hello.
I like the view.
You're my best view.
Now I'm shaking, drinking all this coffee. These last few weeks have been exhausting. I'm lost in my imagination, and there's one thing that I need from you. Can you come through? And there's one thing that I need from you. Can you come? I want you all myself. We don't need anyone else. Let our bodies do the talking. Let our shadows paint the wall. I want you here in my arms. We'll hide away in the dark. Stick your hand in my back pocket. Oh, and let your long hair fall. I want you to myself, to myself. Can you come through? And there's one thing I need from you. Can you come? I fell in love. Same time that you're falling apart. I should've known, but I saw a sign in the stars. But I was wrong. Fucking with you ain't last that long. Now you gone, now you gone, now you gone, girl.
I chime in with a haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality.
I need your love, I need your touch, I need you right now, I need you right now.
Born
Lamborghini, fuck a cop car. Pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. You ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, bitch, this a clock. My Glock told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. Better let me go the day you need me. Put me on that nigga, get the bus. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on no pussy and show up in them the shot toss. When my homies pull up on your blood, they make that thing go grata-ta-ta. I just wanna be big rock stars and living hilltop bosses, dropping 50 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star.
The city's gonna break my heart. The city's gonna love me and leave me alone. The city's got me chasing such. It's been a couple months since I felt like I'm home. Am I getting closer to knowing where I belong? The city's gonna break my heart. She's always gonna break her heart. Oh.
So, before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd have known you were the storm, so before you go.
So keep your love locked down, your love locked down, keeping your love locked down, your love locked down. Now keep your love locked down, your love locked down. Now keep your love locked down, you lose.
So, before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? It kills me how your mind can make you feel so worthless.
I'm ready, rain on me. Release my love. Rain on me, rain, rain, rain on me, rain, rain. Release my love. Rain on me, rain, rain, rain on me.
For all the things my eyes have seen, the best by far is you. If I could fly, then I would know what life looks like from up above and down below. I'll keep you safe, I'll keep you dry. Don't be afraid, Cecilia, I'm the satellite, and you're the sky.
What you say?